Alex, the chef began, lifting the beautiful knife. This blade cost $800, crafted by a master artisan. Flawless weight, flawless edge. But consider, what happens if I never utilize it? If I store it away because I'm too precious about keeping it pristine? He set it down. It becomes meaningless. Beautiful, yet meaningless. He lifted the old knife. This blade cost $20 from a restaurant supplier. I've owned it 15 years. The handle's damaged. The blade has been sharpened so frequently, it's half its original dimension. Yet you know why it's my preferred tool. He raised it toward the light. Because I depend on it daily. I maintain it. I trust it. And it has never disappointed me. Chef Lauren faced Alex. You represent the $800 knife. Impressive credentials, polished resume, flawless technique, but you refuse to get your hands dirty. You believe your talent suffices, so you don't push boundaries. You don't support others. You expect recognition without earning it through dedication. Alex's expression flushed. The chef turned to David. You represent the $20 knife. Rough around the edges, self-educated, imperfect, but you arrive daily prepared to contribute. You assist others before considering yourself. When crisis struck this kitchen, you didn't complain about circumstances. You created solutions. The truth about talent. Let me share something both of you must grasp. Across 30 years of cooking, I've encountered hundreds of talented chefs. You know how many achieved lasting success? He paused. Perhaps 1 in 10. The remainder relied solely on talent and withdrew when challenges intensified. They assumed their abilities would sustain them, so they never cultivated discipline. They never understood that attitude, how you present yourself, how you treat people, how you manage pressure, matters more than raw capability. Talent represents your starting point. Attitude determines your destination. He looked directly at David. You may not currently be this kitchen's most skilled chef, but you possess something I cannot teach: humility, work ethic, and authentic passion for the craft. Then to Alex, and you may be the most skilled, but skill without integrity will never build an exceptional kitchen. Talent without collaboration will never create a thriving restaurant. You both have 2 weeks remaining in this evaluation. Alex, if you want this position, demonstrate you can transcend mere technique. Show me you care about something beyond personal achievement. David, continue exactly as you've been, but start believing you deserve to be here, because you absolutely do. The transformation. That Sunday conversation changed both men. Alex returned home unable to sleep. For the first time in years, he felt genuine shame. He reflected on every instance he'd dismissed others, every time he'd refused assistance because it wasn't his assignment, every time he'd relied on credentials instead of effort. Monday morning, Alex arrived early. Not on time, early. He watched David prepare mise en place and for the first time asked, "Can I help?" Initially awkward, his pride battled his newfound awareness. But gradually, he transformed. He stayed beyond his shift. He mentored a junior cook in technique instead of criticizing them. When someone needed support, he intervened. Perfection didn't happen overnight, old patterns persist, but genuine effort emerged. David, meanwhile, began believing in himself. Chef Lauren's words echoed, "You belong here." His technique accelerated rapidly because self-doubt no longer paralyzed him. He began proposing original dish concepts. His confidence developed, not arrogance, but quiet certainty. The final test. The ultimate challenge arrived. Create an original dish representing their personal philosophy. Alex produced a technically flawless dish, precise presentation, complex techniques borrowed from culinary school curriculum. It impressed but lacked personality. David created something simpler, a dish inspired by his mother's cooking, elevated through techniques learned at the restaurant. Less complex, but filled with heart. Every component conveyed a story. When Chef Lauren tasted both dishes, he remained silent extensively. Finally he spoke. "Alex, your dish is impeccable. Every technique is perfect." Alex smiled, assuming victory. "But it lacks soul. I don't taste you in this creation. I taste your education." He turned to David's plate. David, your dish is simpler. But I taste passion. I taste narrative. I taste someone who cooks from love, not to impress. The decision. That evening, Chef Lauren gathered the entire kitchen staff. I've reached my decision regarding the sous chef position. The room held collective breath. But first, I want to acknowledge something. Alex, you've evolved more these past 2 weeks than all previous weeks combined. I've witnessed you helping others, arriving early, genuinely trying. That matters. Continue that path, and you have an exceptional future. Alex nodded, humbled yet appreciative. However, the position goes to David. David's eyes welled with tears. Words failed him. He thought about washing dishes 3 years prior, questioning whether he'd ever receive an opportunity. He recalled every doubt, every fear, every moment he nearly surrendered. Chef Lauren placed a hand on his shoulder. You earned this not because you're the most talented, but because you demonstrated something rarer than talent, consistent excellence in your attitude every single day. 6 months later, the second restaurant opened successfully. David led the kitchen with identical humility and work ethic that brought him there. And Alex remained at the original Grand Mason. But he was transformed. He became a mentor to junior cooks, sharing not just technique, but also the lesson he'd learned. Talent means nothing without character. The message for you, my friend, perhaps you felt like David, believing you lack sufficient education, skill, or natural talent to succeed. Or perhaps you felt like Alex, believing your credentials should suffice, questioning why effort matters when you're already capable. Here's what you must understand. Talent is your starting line. Attitude is your finish line. Talent opens doors. Attitude keeps you in the room. Talent impresses momentarily. Attitude earns lasting respect. Remember 3 truths. First, skills are learnable. Attitude is a choice you make each morning. Second, the person who strives with average ability will always outlast the person who coasts on exceptional ability. Third, success isn't about being the best initially. It's about being consistent, humble, and committed every single day afterward. Your challenge. Stop comparing your beginning to someone else's middle. Stop waiting until you're good enough to start trying. Stop believing talent matters most. Instead, ask yourself, how do I show up? Do I help others? Do I persist when it's difficult? Do I continue learning even when exhausted? Because these questions determine your future more than any credential ever will. You may not be the most talented person in the room, but you can be the most committed, the most helpful, the most consistent, and ultimately, that surpasses talent every single time. Remember, it's not about where you start. It's about how you show up every day after. Robert was 52, appeared like someone who had performed manual labor throughout his existence, and emanated a peaceful assurance that Daniel had never experienced. So, Robert stated, mixing his beverage. You departed school and everyone considers. You're a disappointment. Daniel acknowledged, feeling ashamed. Robert expressed amusement. Excellent. That indicates you possess something to demonstrate. That's potent motivation if you utilize it appropriately. He moved closer. Allow me to present you something. Robert extracted 2 identification cards and positioned them on the surface. This card, he mentioned, indicating 1, states MBA, Harvard Business School. Remarkable, correct? Daniel acknowledged. This card states, constructed 3 profitable enterprises, employed 200 individuals, assisted 10,000 patrons. He regarded Daniel. Which individual would you employ to address a genuine commercial challenge? Daniel paused. The latter one. Precisely. Because the latter card demonstrates outcomes. The initial card demonstrates someone who compensated to occupy a classroom. Both possess value, but in actual reality, outcomes surpass credentials consistently. Robert proceeded, here's the information they don't instruct you in academic settings, Daniel. A credential is a uniform route. It's secure, foreseeable. It communicates to employers. This individual can execute instructions and finish what's designated. He stopped. But constructing something from zero, that demands different abilities. It demands education through failure, education from patrons, modification without authorization, addressing challenges no educational material has resolved. Those abilities don't originate from presentations, they originate from action. Robert extracted a paper napkin and sketched 3 shapes. Every accomplished individual, credential or no credential, possesses 3 elements. Initially, genuine abilities, not theoretical information, but abilities you can exhibit. Can you construct something individuals desire? That's an ability. Can you market? That's an ability. Can you control finances? That's an ability. You acquire these through action, not through studying. Subsequently, genuine outcomes. Your collection is your evidence. Don't inform individuals you're proficient at commerce. Present them the enterprise you constructed. Don't inform them you can generate quality merchandise. Present them 500 exceptional assessments. Finally, genuine connections. This is the information nobody discusses. Credentials provide you graduate associations, but genuine connections. Patrons who have confidence in you, advisors who direct you, collaborators who have faith in you, those you construct through appearing, providing worth, and gaining respect. He advanced the napkin toward Daniel. For the following 180 days, I don't desire you concerned about what you lack. I desire you concentrated on constructing these 3 elements. Genuine abilities, genuine outcomes, genuine connections. And Daniel, Robert's gaze was powerful. Cease labeling yourself an academic departure. You're not someone who didn't succeed at the conventional route. You're someone courageous enough to construct your personal route. There's a distinction. Daniel departed that coffee establishment with the napkin secured in his pocket and something he hadn't experienced in months. Understanding. The following morning, he accepted Michael Chen's lodging establishment purchase. It was frightening. 500 billfolds. He'd never produced more than 20 in a single month. However, he didn't create justifications, he acquired knowledge. He observed 47 internet videos on leather manufacturing expansion. He reached out to other artisans and requested guidance. He arranged terms with distributors. He established a modest manufacturing process in his family's storage area. His companions with credentials were beginning $45,000 annual employment. Daniel was laboring 80-hour weeks in a storage area, committing errors, reinitiating purchases, acquiring knowledge through failure. However, each week he became quicker, superior, more productive. He completed the lodging establishment purchase punctually. Michael Chen was satisfied. He presented Daniel to 3 additional lodging establishment proprietors. Daniel's income increased from $3,000 monthly to $18,000. He employed his initial worker, another academic departure named Sophia, who possessed remarkable design abilities, but no collection. Collectively, they broadened the merchandise selection. His family began to observe his father, who hadn't discussed business with him in months, inquired softly. One night, "Son, is this genuinely functioning?" Daniel presented him the financial account. His father's gaze enlarged. Daniel participated in a regional business owner gathering. Initially, he experienced like a pretender encircled by individuals with remarkable professional profiles. However, when he conveyed his narrative, they desired to assist. Advisor linked him with a retail purchaser. Another instructed him on cost determination approach. A third presented him to financial backers, though Daniel wasn't prepared for that currently. 180 days following meeting Robert, Daniel confronted his greatest obstacle. A rival with an MBA and $200,000 in capital initiated a comparable enterprise with forceful promotion. Daniel's previous anxieties resurfaced. Perhaps I cannot rival educated, financed individuals. However, then he recalled Robert's napkin. He didn't possess an MBA, but he possessed genuine abilities. He could produce superior merchandise more rapidly than anyone. Genuine outcomes. 1,200 exceptional assessments and increasing genuine connections, devoted patrons who recommended companions. When the rival attempted to reduce his costs, Daniel's patrons protected him in assessments. Don't purchase the inexpensive imitation. Purchase from Daniel. He's the authentic article. His rival consumed through capital in 9 months and terminated operations. Daniel's enterprise continued expanding. 36 months following being removed from the institution, Daniel proceeded past his previous educational facility. Students hurried to instruction, anxious about evaluations, concerned about academic performance. He previously was among them. Currently, he employed 15 individuals. His enterprise produced over $2 million in yearly income. He had been highlighted in commercial publications. Other business owners requested his guidance. However, beyond the finances or acknowledgement, Daniel possessed something more profound. Evidence that his significance wasn't established by another person's requirements. He encountered Robert for refreshment again, this occasion to express gratitude. "You don't require to express gratitude," Robert stated. "You performed the labor. You accepted the uncertainty. But you provided me authorization to have faith in an alternative route." Daniel responded. Robert expressed amusement. "That's the aspect about unconventional achievement, Daniel. Society won't provide you authorization. You must provide it to yourself." My companion, Daniel's narrative is not about whether you should or shouldn't attend university. It's about comprehending this reality. There are numerous routes to achievement, and a credential is merely one of them, not the exclusive one. If you're someone without a credential or someone who departed academia or someone contemplating an alternative route, recall 3 elements. Initially, your significance is not established by documents on a surface. It's established by the challenges you address, the worth you generate, and the existences you influence. Subsequently, conventional learning instructs you to pursue established routes. Unconventional learning instructs you to generate novel routes. Both possess value. One is not superior to the alternative. Finally, the reality doesn't concern itself with your justifications or your credentials. It concerns itself with your outcomes. Can you perform? Can you acquire knowledge? Can you modify? That's what holds significance. So, if you're concerned that you're behind because you lack a credential, inquire of yourself, what genuine abilities am I constructing presently? What genuine outcomes can I present? What genuine connections am I generating? Cease evaluating your Section 3 to another person's Section 20. Cease awaiting authorization to construct the existence you desire and cease accepting that there's exclusively one definition of achievement. You are not inferior because you selected an alternative route. You are not a disappointment because you lack letters following your identity. You are a constructor, an acquirer of knowledge, a generator. And reality requires what you can construct far more than it requires another individual with a displayed document. If this narrative reminded you that achievement isn't universal, distribute it with someone who requires to receive this presently. Someone who's questioning their route, someone who's been informed they're insufficient. Because the individual who transformed the reality might be the one who declined to pursue everyone else's design. I'll return with another narrative to assist you develop. Until that moment, recall, credentials access opportunities, but so do abilities, outcomes, and persistent dedication to acquiring knowledge. Your route is legitimate. Your experience is sufficient. Construct something exceptional. The reality is anticipating. If you found value in this video and it resonated with your journey, please consider subscribing to our channel and hitting the notification bell so you never miss inspiring stories like this. Share this video with someone who needs encouragement today. A friend questioning their path, a family member who feels behind, or anyone who's been told they're not enough without a degree. Your share could be the turning point in someone's life. Like this video if it motivated you, and leave a comment below telling us your story. We read every single one. Together, we're building a community that believes success comes in many forms. Thank you for watching, and remember, your journey matters.